Hey everyone, what is going on? So we have another video for you today, and this is going to be a meta guide for the Great League Remix Cup. So we did one for the Open Great League, and now this is the Great League Remix. Let me know what cup you're going to be playing. I'm personally probably going to be starting off with the Open Great League, but I might go back and forth. I might jump into the Great League Remix. Either way, let's go ahead and see what some of the best Pokemon are, at least in my opinion, and some of the great teams. For this meta, the top 20 Pokemon, of course, are banned in the in the Great League. That's right, in the Great League Remix, the top 20 Pokemon are banned. So for the S rank, we have Reggie Steel. Reggie Steel is ranked #1 in the Open Great League as well. And for some reason, I'm actually really surprised it wasn't banned in the Great League Remix, but for some reason it slipped through the cracks and it is eligible. So great Pokemon, you know how powerful it is. It is going to be on a lot of teams. Then we have a counter user, Vigoroth. So Vigoroth, really powerful, gets to the body slams really fast. You know it, really great. We do have Lickitung next. Lickitung is a great Lick user, another body slam user as well. And it's just so tanky, it can survive many hits. I still don't have an XL one. I need a good one. I have a rank 190, and that's my best one. But, you know, I could go with it. I don't have enough XLs for it quite yet, though. But we'll see. Then we have Wishcash. We have Wishcash, so great Pokemon. Of course, Swampert is banned for this meta, so Swampert's going to take its place as the top Mud Boy with Mudshot, and yeah, Mud Bomb just going to be really fast. I mean, all these fast Pokemon, right? Vigoroth, Wishcash, Diggersby next is another fast one with Mudshot and Fire Punch, and then Earthquake is a heavy hitting move. The ATL, we have Arachnoid. I think Arachnoid is good, of course, in this meta. There's a lot of things that kind of do really well against it, though. Like we have the Reggie Steel, we have Mandibuzz, we even have like ground types. Well, you know, I think Arachnoid actually beats Wishcash, but yeah. So it's a great Pokemon, of course. You know, Bug Bite gets to Bubble Beam really fast. Yeah, just a good Pokemon in general, and it's really tanky. So it's definitely gonna make an impact in this meta, no doubt about it. But yeah, anyway, moving on, Mandibuzz. Mandibuzz is a great Pokemon, as I said. You know, it's just a great Pokemon in general. Probably the best flying type in this cup. Yeah, really tanky. Yeah, just a Pokemon that you're going to see quite a bit. Then we have Reggie Rock. So maybe not as good as Reggie Steel, but it still has some play. It's going to be a great pick for this cup. Did I build a Reggie Rock? I actually don't know if I built one for the Great League. I don't remember. If I did, I certainly haven't used it in quite a while. But then we have Machamp, so another counter user, but this one does benefit from the same type attack bonus. So Machamp's going to be a great fighting type. Of course, the other ones like Scrafty and Metacham are banned. So Machamp definitely going to rise to the top in terms of fighting types. And going to do well against popular picks like Diggersby, Lickitung, and Reggie Steel. That's why Vigoroth is going to be so good as well. It does well against those with its counter attack. Shadow Alolan Malwack, I would recommend the Shadow one if you TM'd away Frustration. So if you didn't like me, you're not going to be able to use it, but you could use the regular one as well. Just a great Pokemon. Really powerful. That Shadow one is so strong. The BTL, we do have Zweilious. So Zweilious is a pretty interesting pick with Dragon Breath doing a lot of damage. Looks like we don't really have many Fairy types as well, so not many things resisting it outside of basically Steel. Yeah, just a hard-hitting Pokemon. Then we have Golbat, so, you know, a Poison type if you're looking for a Poison type, and a Flying type. Really powerful Pokemon. We have a Fire type if you want another one besides Alolan Malwack. The Cantonian Ninetales is pretty solid, so you could go ahead and use this one. We have another Lick user, similar to Lickitung. I do think Lickitung is a little bit better, but Snorlax is still a good Pokemon. I could see people using double Licks, Lickitung and Snorlax, why not, right? But Snorlax is a pretty good one. Again, I do prefer the Lickitung here, but Snorlax is also bulky, and it'll get the job done. It does really well. Frostlass, so Frostlass being a powerful ice type in this meta, ice and ghost type, gets those avalanches so fast, it does so much damage. It really is frail, it really is, but outside of that, it just does so well. You know, it's heavy hitting Pokemon. It's just gonna do. What else can I say? It's gonna do so well. This meta did well in the last Remix Cup, the Great League Remix, so definitely a great Pokemon and one that I think that you'll probably see quite often on a lot of teams, whether it be in the lead or in the back. Then we have other options. We have Tropius, which is another flying type. It gets walled by quite a few things, like Alolan Malwak, Frostlass, Mandibuzz. Registeel even does well against it, right? So it's not the best, but it's okay. Then we do have Kommo-o. I almost forgot its name, but it's the new dragon from the Alola region. Pretty good. With Dragon Tail, it does do pretty. If you're not going with Wilius, I mean, this is a powerful Pokemon, so does quite a bit of damage as well. It gets to its moves really fast. Kommo is actually a pretty cool Pokemon. Then we have another fighting type, Lucario. Lucario is also weak to fighting as well because it's a steel type. So again, I would say probably stick with Machamp. But Lucario is just so frail. Machamp, I guess, or Shadow Machamp is as well. But I would stick with Machamp. Then we have Magnezone. Magnezone is a heavy-hitting Pokemon with that Wild Charge. We've seen it before. Berserker, really pretty interesting Pokemon. It's a Shadow Claw Pokemon with Foul Play and Close Combat. So powerful moves. Maybe we'll see this one here and there. Beedrill is another interesting pick. And then we have a couple water types. We have Politoed and Pelipper. Pelipper is also a flying type as well. But two Weather Ball users. Weather Ball did get nerfed a couple seasons ago, whenever it was, but they're still powerful Pokemon. They still get to the moves really, really fast, right? So, really powerful Pokemon. Then we have Cresselia. I think Cresselia is actually really good for this meta. Maybe it deserves to be in a higher tier, maybe in the B tier or something. It's a really good Pokemon for this meta. As long as it stays away from ghost Pokemon. Well, I guess Arachnoid would do really well against it as well, but it's really tanky and it does really well. Then we have Cofagrigus. Cofagrigus is another ghost type. Frostlass, Alolan Malwak, probably a little bit better, but Cofagrigus is an option for you. Bombasnow is another ice type. Again, Frostlass going to be performing better in my opinion. And then we have another grass type going to be Lurantis. So that is going to be the other option for you. So yeah, let me know what you think of these Pokemon. We're going to go ahead and move on to the solid team options. These are just some teams I thought of, and I think they're pretty solid. The first team, we do have Frostlass with double ground in the back. So, of course, double ground is weak to grass. What grass options do we have? Possibly Tropius. As I said, I don't know how common Tropius will be, but if you happen to run into a Tropius, you have that Frostlass in the lead, which with double super effective ice attacks, right? You could run into an Abomasnow, I guess. Frostlass, again, dishing out some nice neutral damage towards that. So, I guess Cresselia is a threat with Grass Knot, but again, Shadow Ball from that Frostlass. So, I think this is a pretty solid team. Safe swap into the Wish Cache to allow out any possibility of a Grass type, anything that could beat them, and then you could pick that win up with Frostlass. So, I think that is a pretty good team. Next up, we have Registeel, Cresselia, and Mandibuzz. So, yeah, pretty good. Registeel, of course, really bulky, does really well with Zap Cannon. It could debuff your opponent. I love Registeel with Zap Cannon. Cresselia is going to be weak to ghost moves like Shadow Ball from Frostlass. Mandibuzz should be able to handle some things like that, but it all depends because Frostlass also has Avalanche, but it can handle Alolan Malwak if you run into Alolan Malwak. You have a couple things kind of don't really appreciate Alolan Malwak. I mean, Registeel has play against it now because it has Zap Cannon. So I think Mandibuzz, pretty good coverage there. Then we have Reggie Rock with double Ghost in the back. So Reggie Rock, of course, going to be strong against Pokemon like, well, I guess Arachnoid because it's a bug type. Stone Edge will do a pretty good amount of damage. It'll do well against Alolan Malwak and Frostlass, two of the Ghost types in the meta. So that's what Reggie Rock is going to do really well against. And then, you're weak in the back, two Ghosts. But again, those two popular Ghost types, Alolan Malwak and Frostlass, that's where Reggie Rock comes in handy. Of course, Mandibuzz, Reggie Rock can do well against Mandibuzz, and so could Frostlass, whereas Alolan Malwak cannot. So moving on, we have Machamp or Shadow Machamp. I would recommend the Shadow one for the record. And then we have Lickitung as a safe swap, always a great safe swap. Usually. Even if you load a fighting type, I mean, it still gets to body slam so fast. And then we have Cresselia, so that's a really good team in my opinion. Really bulky team towards the back, like in the back end. Then we have Mandibuzz double counter uses, so Machamp or Shadow Machamp and Vigoroth. So, of course, in the back, you're weak to, what are you weak to? You're weak to, like, the ghost types, because your counter damage is going to be double resistant to Alolan Marowak. That's where Mandibuzz comes in handy. And if you happen to run into a psychic type, Mandibuzz can handle that as well, whereas the back line cannot. And there's a lot of Pokemon that are weak to counter, right? We have Vigoroth itself, we have Registeel, we have Lickitung, we have Diggersby, we have Reggie Rock. So a lot of highly ranked Pokemons, Wildliest. So double counter, not that bad. And next up, I just built this team Arachnoid. I want to see how it works. I want to try Arachnoid in the Great League Remix Cup with Vigoroth and Alolan Marowak. So yeah, let me know what team you plan on trying for the Great League Remix. And yeah, it should be a good time. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.